according to Sir Brum there, I am King Claw.
It was King Claw.
Well,
yeah.
then there's about to be a regicide.
Now.
Yeah.
I mean, he could, as his last action, knight Mr. Brom or Lieutenant Brom. Then he would be Mr. Brom.
Hey,
I would like to see Sir Giles' face
just...
arriving back to this tomorrow.
I mean, literally, it was a slip of the tongue, and it meant no ill will. It was just like, who was that fellow I was talking to earlier? Oh, and then I just came out with it, King Claw.
Oh dear.
Actually, yeah. I do think I do believe I have a crown up in my room. Now I think about it.
Go get it so we can strangle you with it, will you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm the one who needed strangling, not him.
I don't know. I go for a chat for an hour and everything descends into chaos.
You know, I was gonna make him that cattle helmet as a crown.
You should make him that upside down iron bowl thing as a crown. That would be quite amusing.
That's what I was talking about.
Ah, right, okay. The one Miss Terrorwood wears to keep the birds off her head.
She does? Okay.
Oh yes, she said she's always said for years it's the birds that do it, and she put this helmet on, and it looks like some kind of foil hat of some sort.
Okay, so that's maybe why we are supposed to hand our letters to seagulls to get them to her.
Well, no, she likes to send the seagulls because the seagulls bite. And if you're not quick enough, you're going to get your finger nibbled.
Ah.
How are you supposed to send a letter if you just get your fingers?
Well, her fingers don't get nibbled. They're trained not to bite her. They just bite everybody else.
Oh.
It's kind of a... What did I just see? Excuse me a minute.
See? I did have a crown.
I swear there was a bloody cat or something. Looked like a cat.
Master Alistair is hiding.
Ah.
Or attempting to.
Maybe it was just his tail that I saw then. Hello, Alistair.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
I was just sniffing the shield.
Why are we sniffing shields?
It's a lovely wood on the backside of it.
Well,
sure.
if he
Okay.
punches you with the shield, don't blame us.
I believe it's pine.
How is he scaling the walls like that?
I do not know.
That is...
The spikes.
You must be quite agile to avoid the spikes there, Master Alistair.
Indeed.
It's that, or he is using the spikes to pull himself up.
Yeah.
What spikes? The shiny pointy things?
Yes.
Well, that is a general description of a spike, yes.
Are you sure?
Shiny pointy things. That could be a sword as well, though, sir.
I suppose. But you don't normally stick swords on
in
walls.
No. Not usually.
Well, they're rather dull.
What, the swords or the walls?
I think he means spikes.
Oh.
Maybe it's spikes on the walls.
Do we need to sharpen them, Alistair? It can be arranged.
I mean, they look pretty sharp to me.
No,
Yeah, I'll test it.
No, he's quite right.
The ones up
We're
there
going to
are
end up upsetting the guards if we carry on climbing the walls.
Yeah, they're
Let
not
that
very
come
sharp.
down.
Sorry, sir.
I'm allowed to climb the walls. They're not allowed to shoot me.
Yeah, Lady Maroon, you might want to watch where you climb up. I think you might have nearly set your skirt on fire.
Ah.
Oh,
Just to be setting
yes,
a good example.
Watchtower flame.
General, yes. Dragons setting themselves on fire. That would be a novel concept, would it not?
In
I
what?
was not talking about yourself. I was talking about your armored skirt.
It's made out of dead lizards. I think it will be okay.
True.
I imagine that's quite hard to maintain.
This, yes, it can be a little bit. Sometimes the bones get chipped and you have to start filing them down. But it's hardy enough,
Okay.
so...
Seeing as I probably need to go to bed at some point soon, we wanted to check out a certain camp.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I can do
I'll,
so as long as we're quick, yes.
I'll have a scout at this above this tavern about those individuals you were talking about, Doc.
Good.
We seem to have some unsureties about two individuals above the tavern.
Okay,
I think
tavern
yeah.
where?
In Middenhof, basically, there's two individuals above the tavern that have been there for many, many moons. I believe this is my version because I've seen them before, many, many moons ago. And they live above the tavern, and they're refugee pirates. They're a bit. I don't believe they sound anything, but they are a bit rough, and you were concerned about them, I believe, right, Doc?
Yes. If I remember correctly, I haven't
Oops,
talked.
sorry.
I haven't talked to them in quite a while, so remembering. But as far as I remember, they identified themselves as part of the Free Company.
Free
From you,
company, yeah.
Satosa.
Ah, right, okay. But they've been
They
there a long
thought
time
that
and not
they-
caused any problems, yes?
Yes.
As far as I'm aware, but because of the events that have happened with New Setosa, we wanted to investigate whether if they're still okay or not.
Alright,
He was
well...
concerned because, you know, the commander and his militia had escaped beforehand. These
Yes.
might be, well, sympathizers, and they may be hiding the commander in Middenhof under everybody's nose.
Possible, yes. Alright, we'll check it out, but do be careful, and I wouldn't recommend going alone if there's a possibility the commander could be hiding in there.
I
Maybe
might have
take
to
some
move
of-
my home then,
Or maybe
if
take some
that's
of
the
your
case.
other soldiers in with you or something.
There's only me, really, that's available or free to speak. The other guards are on duty or busy doing things.
Well,
It's been. Go on, sorry.
I'm just thinking maybe pull a couple of them off duty to go in with you. It'll only take 10 to 15 minutes, will it not?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're the general. Whatever you think, I guess.
And then just
Goes,
send them
right?
back. I just don't want you risking walking into an ambush or something.
I'm sure the
think we
guards
met
can
him.
spare a
No.
few minutes on the general's orders.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed.
Did you win that at a fair or something?
No.
Okay.
Is it made of wood or something?
I think it's just cheap copper or something. I don't know.
Be careful it doesn't turn your head green.
What? Doctor, did you fish that out of the water?
No. He already had that under his bed or
Yeah, I
something.
knew I had it somewhere.
Hmm. The
Sure. Okay.
yeah. I think he thinks he's your king.
Uh-huh.
I mean, weren't you a princess or something?
Don't remind me.
Okay.
I'll take it off. I will.
Okay. Camp.
Yes,
Yes.
camp.
Yeah.
Camp.
Should
Mhm.
get going.
Let's go. Hopefully we will be back soon.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Where are you going?
We're just going to check out this camp that Sir Giles has set up on the western front for the new boats coming in. Are you coming with us?
Sure.
You don't have to if you're busy.
I have nothing to do.
Every time.
I know.
Yes,
These spikes get everybody.
All right. I'm. Let me just quickly dismantle these things because they're more of a hindrance to us than stopping anybody from coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I keep telling Sir Giles they keep stabbing me every time I walk past, and he tells me to walk more carefully.
Well,
You know-
Sir Giles, just tell them the town was attacked and they was destroyed.
No, I'll just tell him they ripped my dress and I destroyed them in temper.
Oh, was already dead.
Sir Giles really needs to teach his men how to hold a pike properly.
I have told him repeatedly. Told him the
Same.
next one that rips one of my dresses on the way past, he's going to get a fist in his face. Apparently it's my fault for walking too close to the spear.
Hmm.
Oh dear, Sir Giles, there are rabbits in your encampment.
Is that bad?
Dinner?
According to Sir Giles, rabbits are the most evil thing on the planet.
Hmm.
I think weevils are worse.
I deliberately pick them up and pet them. Something along the lines of giant rabbits where he comes from. I don't know.
Can't say I've ever heard of giant rabbits. That's a new one.
Yes, I think it's an excuse.
I don't think Sir Giles has been able to set up the medical facilities yet.
Not yet. I don't think.
Ooh, a stick.
Yes.
I'm sure there's lots of them around about.
In this heat, those should make pretty good firewood.
Yes, depending on how long it was soaking before it was dried out, it might burn funny colours.
True.
I was thinking of scratching my butt with it.
Oh, Alistair.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, we can't keep you from doing so. I would just like to ask you to put it not in the fire afterwards.
Oh, goodness me. Oh,
It doesn't
look!
look like the rest of the fleet has arrived.
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Plenty of space for them when they do, though.
Indeed. Perhaps we can commission some docks to be constructed.
Yeah, this might be a good idea.
Yeah, at least for this campaign it might be a good idea, but if we go and construct docks, it might be better to do so further down the beach so they can use river to ferry up the goods. Because to get here we need to run through the Badlands or the Iron Hills. And yeah.
You could always go along the river and back up to the bridge to Port Minberg.
True.
At least they're not set up camp in our usual beach spot.
If I recall correctly, that would be much further down in the.
It would be across to the
Southeast?
west and down. No, southeast, you're right. South of Mun, I believe.
I don't suppose you already had time to read that book I gave you?
I looked at the first couple of pages, but other than that, I haven't finished reading it. We've had a lot going on today, but I will do so before tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, it was just a thought.
It's currently in the office on the bookshelf, so I don't lose it.
Ah. Yeah, I tend to do that myself quite often.
What, lose books? Yes, I'm tired of losing them.
It's less losing them, it's more like I have like 3 books with the same binding in my pocket, and then I need to check which one is the one I want to write in.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I keep lending my books to people and never getting them back, so I've started to make copies of those that I want to lend out to people.
Good idea. So we have checked this area, thoughts?
We have.
Indeed. If the general is happy with it, then we can
I'm
head
happy
on back.
enough. Plenty of space and storage for everything that's coming in, and ways for us to store things if it's needed up this end. We don't know what they're coming in with, of course. What they've been hit with on the way.
I don't suppose we can use the wreckage to get onto the boats that come here? Like, use it as a loading pier?
I don't think so. It's quite rotten. I don't think it'd be safe.
True. Also, it's quite far up the beach, so it doesn't really provide that much of an overhang. If you need arrow, I can get you quite a bit.
I always need aloe, Doctor.
So how about 10,000 pieces?
Probably lasts me about a day.
Okay.
I'm making bandages and potions for an army, Doctor. I'm going to need lots.
Okay, then let's stop by my place and I'll give you all the ones.
I have probably about 40 or 50,000 of it back at home, but I haven't been up there to pick it up, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Trying to make it so I can grow everything in Bastina. I don't have to keep wasting time running backwards and forwards to collect things.
Then you might want to use different planters from the ones you have in Bastina.
Why?
These have... They are quite effective in growing, but their soil does not lend itself to the plant.
Well, the problem I've got is that a lot of the plants that I need that particular type of planter.
Ah, okay.
A lot of potent compost.
Yeah. I hate potent compost.
Yes, it's the bane of my gardening existence too.
Isn't there that fellow in the magic college that sells it?
Yes, and he's bloody expensive.
Yes, that one. Ugh.
Do you not like him,
sure.
Doctor?
It's less that I don't like him, I don't like his prices, that's all.
Yes, his prices are expensive.
I'm sure we can open up the coffers for you, General, if you are in need of coin.
I know I have plenty of coin, I just refuse to pay what he charges for something when I can make it myself.
Just a thought. Potent compost needs blood and raw ash, right?
Yes, it does.
I can't help much with the raw ash, but I can get you a lot of blood.
Alright. Thank you. I need to get one of those presses that I have back at the homestead. Problem is finding space to put everything.
Flatten out one of the roofs and put it up there.
Oh my, I'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
I shouted at it
That's
up
right,
if my
that-
tail skims the top of one of them as I'm flying past.
By the way, does anybody know where Jorvik's people live? I never got the name of their
Yes, I do.
group.
Oh, the gentleman that said he was a king.
You mean that one?
No.
The Mr. Jorvik Eriksson?
Jorvik, yes.
Oh
Ah.
yes, he was
Yes.
a prince or a king, I believe. He said
I-
at the beginning, but now
Prince,
he's
yes.
sort of changed his mind. I don't know.
Well, the story I got yesterday when I was accused of socializing is that his father was king and he was prince, but because he was the eldest born son and because of the laws of the land, he was handed over basically to the army to train.
Okay, yeah, kind of makes sense.
And in doing so, he was given certain abilities which will assist in the fight.
But isn't he still a king then, or?
Prince, well, unless his father's died, I suppose he would be king now, but obviously not in these lands.
I see.
So he's in the same boat as King Claw.
Yes. Hence why I tell you not to remind me about my lineage. I am not what I was there here.
Okay. I mean,
Plus, I don't really want to be
It's-
associated with them anyway, so...
okay. That would negate probably all the advantages of this then.
Is this a suitable time to growl at somebody?
Only if you want me to growl back.
Yeah. Thinking we had enough roaring in that confined space for one day, General.
I was asked specifically to show them what I meant. It is not my
Okay,
fault I
yeah.
took immense pleasure in doing so.
I think I'm glad that Sir Giles showed up the roofing on that cave. It might have collapsed.
It wasn't that loud.
Oh, did you burp?
In a manner of speaking, yes, probably.
Oh.
Oh, fun times.
Someone who's supposed to have been resting today, I think I've done rather too much.
And far too long, probably.
Hmm.
Come on, Kitty, let's go.
Is that where did the feline come from?
It was always here.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Come on, let's go, Kitty.
What was it again? The great secret of the necromancer. The skeleton was always inside you.
Oh, I see. Is that? Oh,
Yeah,
Alistair?
where did he go now?
I don't
He
know.
is
I'm
fighting that,
confused.
Oh,
Dog knows.
yes, it's Alistair.
Okay, right. I understand. Right. Okay. There's so many strange creatures in this land. I get confused.